Poetry for Personal Power. I'm a 1996 Olympic Judo team. So, anyone want to volunteer for a demo? Anyone need me to demonstrate what Judo looks like? Volunteers? Volunteers, yay! All right, so is your name actually Black Russian? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what a Judo throw looks like. I'm going to pick him up and not throw him, so hopefully he'll trust me on that. All right. Give him a hand, give him a hand. That's great. Okay, so he actually called my bluff. Almost never does anyone come up, but I can make good on my promise. So, poetry for personal power. What gives you personal power? And sports gives me personal power. And our friend, he felt pretty muscular, so he must have the same.
I wrestled in high school.
He wrestled in high school, so he knows that throw in wrestling is called the Japanese wizard. And in judo, it's got a different name. So, my personal power is exercise. And so, we're here tonight to hear what is your personal power. Is it gardening? Is it meditation? Is it listening to music? Is it creating awesome poetry? Is it being an activist engaged in the community? Is it being part of Sigma Tau Delta English Honor Society? Give it up for our hosts. And what's going on tonight is we have $100 for first, $50 for second, $25 for third, and I'm here to share Poetry for Personal Power. We've got a replication challenge going on now, which means that if you love something very, very deeply, you will give it away and let it fly free. And so I have used Poetry for Personal Power now to come up with something bigger than Poetry for Personal Power, which is how everybody in every circumstance gets personal power, and that's a website. And all my community, I'm calling it Connect Power. So, who needs $1,000? Raise your hand.
I do.
Okay, so how you get $1,000 from Poetry for Personal Power is each of you now can go out and host up to 8 events in up to 3 different locations, and you get $75 for the first 10 events that get created and $50 for this next 40 events. So we're going to pay y'all to do 50 different events. It doesn't have to look exactly like this. Tell us how you want it to look. Tell us how you want the theme to look. And tell us what you understand about personal power and the need for personal power. Because I created this program because I'm part of a community in the United States of America that's being a victim of what I call in non-sensitive, non-soft shell terms, a genocide. And how that works is that folks with mental health labels are dying 25 years younger than folks without mental health labels. Yet, in the last 6 months since I was here in April, between April and now, what's happened is that the state Medicaid departments in something like 10 different states have sued pharmaceutical companies for making them sell drugs that didn't work, and almost all of those are psych meds. And it was illegal marketing practices, and folks that are low income, folks that end up in the juvenile justice system, folks in the foster care system are 9 times more likely to be using these medications, and the medications come with labels. So this is a big problem, but we've got a big solution. So what's your solution? I'm going to say, what's your personal power? And then you can shout out what it is. Poetry, exercise. So, Harris Stowe, what's your personal power?
Poetry.
All right. What gives you strength through adversity?
Love.
All right. How do you handle challenges in your life?
Pen and paper.
Pen and paper. So, I'm going to start with one poem about how I get through adversity, and that's by talking to people around me. So, our main solution, yes, there may be a genocide going on. It may be large corporations finding ways to make money off damaging people who don't have a political voice to fight back, and that's me, and that's a lot of us in this room. But we have an answer, and it's our social messaging, it's our art, it's our voices, and it's talking to people who've been through it before, and knowing that if you're going through something very, very, very difficult, you can understand that's a universal experience. You can talk to somebody who's been through it before, and you can find what gives you personal power. Never walk from the table. Mr. William, can you start and stop here?